Yo, bros! This is Wii2PLAY deep into Buster's beauty. Oh, I'm sure I can add that in post. Welcome to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet! Why? There's several reasons, but one of them is I don't want to play Legends ZA. I just don't, okay? I don't. Now, for reasons that I will get into much later, I'm giving myself a bit of a challenge. First off, Joy-Con drift. And second off, this is on the Nintendo Switch, not the Switch 2, so that will be fun. But I'm gonna give myself a little bit of a challenge. In this 9th generation game, I'm gonna see how many of the Gen 1 Pokemon I can get. There have to only be Gen 1. From Bulbasaur all the way up to Mewtwo and Mew if I was ever lucky enough to find one out in the wild. I have my trusty Koraidon with me. But no flying. None of that. That makes it too easy. Gliding's okay, climbing is fine, but no actual flying. So I'm giving myself 1 hour, starting from the moment I started this video, to get as many Kanto only Pokemon as I can. No in-betweens like Pichu evolving into Pikachu. It has to be specifically found in Pokemon Green, Red, Blue, and Yellow games. I'm sure this will become way more apparent what I'm going for as we go along, if not already. But I'm gonna ignore that and pray that it does not die on me, because I do not have the time and the energy to be dealing with this right now. So we can start off with Psyduck. Now, I probably didn't think this one through because none of these Pokemon have full swipe. We're not exactly playing the game where you can throw a Pokeball and hope for the best. So, we're gonna have to, you know what, screw it. I'm just gonna chuck Pokeballs and hope. It's not a great plan, but it's my plan. I've got plenty. And if a Pokeball doesn't work, I'll just try the next one up. But we're fine. This is the first Pokemon. So we've officially caught a Psyduck! Woo! If I have any actual achievable dumb goals right now, it is to get 30 Kanto Pokemon in an hour. It's possible I could get more than that. We'll just have to see. But right now, I'm going to try to stick to 30. We'll see if that pans out. I'm going by muscle memory. I have not practiced for this endeavor. Obviously, catching something like Wiglet is not the same as catching Diglett. Press the wrong button there. So that will not count. Magikarp is free game now. Cause duh. Of course Magikarp. Sorry, Adrian. At least I'll only have to do this maybe one time. There we go. That's 2 down. And don't worry, I'll be able to figure out exactly how many I've gotten by going all the way to the box here and wishing that something else could happen that would be better than this. So that sucked. My controller ran out of battery just when I needed it. So now I'm using the Pro-Controller. Hooray! I'm giving myself 4 extra less minutes. Joy-Con drift is already going ahead of schedule. Very cool. This could be going better. I can promise you that. This could be going way better. Where did the Pokemon go? The ones I just caught. They're supposed to be in this box, but they ain't. This is everything I hoped it could be. No complaints here. Not a one. Where did they go? You'd think it would be easy to find them. Okay, I think... Nope, it's not that Magikarp. Oh, please. I beg, please! Okay, we're on timeout. We're on timeout until I can find these Pokemon. This is ridiculous. And a bunch of other words. No, it's gotta be... Well, it's certainly not shiny. Can't be this one. It's not. Well, where the heck is it? Is it you? I literally just caught a Magikarp. How can I not find it right now? This should not be hard. Is it you? It's gotta be you. Wanna tell me when I caught you? Maybe? Alright, it's this one. Jeez. So that's in Re-Rise Paldea 2. Get in this box and deal with it. I'm gonna move this so there's no more of this nonsense going on. I'll fix it later. We got Supreme Joy-Con drift going on. It is the absolute best thing right now. I think it's this one. No. Didn't it say 2? Yeah, right here. So, Psyduck. Double check. Very cool. No. I don't know how I'm gonna play with this controller. Sorry. Sorry, everyone. Sorry. Shouldn't be getting this upset already. Drop the Pokemon in this box and nowhere else. Comprende, game? Amigo? See? Good. We're back in! I wish I wasn't. See, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that at all. This is just the joys of Joy-Con drift. Full throttle. I'm gonna be struggling against this stupid controller the entire time! This is unplayable. This is unplayable right now. Look at this. How can I fight this? I don't remember it being this bad. I can't do this. I can't do this. There's gotta be another Pro controller I can use. I'm supposed to be having fun. That's not happening right now. I have to spend like 20 minutes trying to search for all of my other Pro controllers that may or may not have the same issue, if not something worse than what I just played. I'm subtracting 10 minutes off the clock once I can get one of these to function. It's already taking too long. What do I do with this one? Is this just wireless? Oh, cool. Batteries. I'm sure those aren't corroded at all. Alright, let's try this one. And pray, just pray, that I can play the game at all. Okay, are we good? Can I do the most basic movements? I think we're fine now. Jeez, that took so much out of me just now. It wasn't even funny. Where did I put my hat? Alright, so 50 minutes left. You can argue and tell me, oh well, that's less time than you actually have. I don't care. I really absolutely cannot care at the moment. Now obviously there is 2 other areas that can go to outside the Paldea. But I'm only gonna travel there once, and it's gonna take another forever to actually be able to get to said locations. Once I'm there, I just want to try to grab as much as I can. Here we go, Caesar! That's a Slazzle, wrong one. Please get away from that, Chicory. Caesar! Obviously, it's probably going to take more than a single Pokeball, but we'll try. I've got nothing bad to do, we'll try. Yep, alright. I'm allowed to attempt this as many times as I want. But at the same time, with most of my Pokemon being level 100, because why would they not be? It doesn't really give me much wiggle room. Stand your ground, Chicory. We'll get it eventually. And it's not with a Master Ball. I have my limits. Oh, come on, please. You have False Swipe. I would love to just use that. I just don't think any of these moves is gonna hit Scyther just enough for it to work. Alright, new plan. New plan, new plan, new plan. Get out of there. We're catching this thing. But we'll do it by slowly dwindling down the HP. Very slowly. Whatever works. Where is it? There you are. Sorry, Chicory. Changing strats. Let's try this again. I will probably change the Pokeball though, because I can only do this for so long. Let's try Netball. Although, You know what? No, that doesn't count. And I'll tell you why. If I'm going to pretend this is based off of Red, Blue, and the others, then netball was not available in those games. It was a waste of time, but Scyther, you are null and void. Goodbye. Try that again. I only have Pokeball, Great Ball, Ultra Ball, and Master Ball, and I sure ain't using Master Ball. So I'll have to find another Scyther later, which won't be that hard, honestly. As you can tell, it is nighttime, because I took way too long to find a controller. I'm still going off of the clock on OBS, just subtracting 10 minutes from my initial time. That should, in theory, give me around 5 more minutes, give or take, probably take. Oh, use some Ghastly, perfect! Certainly I'll be able to catch him this time. So, Great Ball. Not even gonna bother with the Pokeball this time. Cool. Now, if it uses Curse, that's both good and bad because it will lower its own HP. There it goes. But the longer Chicory stays in the battle, the more HP he'll lose. So let me try one Ultra Ball. Hopefully that'll be enough. There we go, crit capture. Sure that wasn't in the original games. We gotta cut back on the realism somewhere. That's what I meant to say. Enjoy your day. Catch you later. I don't want to fail you anymore. Bye. Bye, Ghastly. Bye. Goodbye. Alright, we're done here. One nice thing about going to this area is that we don't have to go through a loading screen in the big old city over there. So that will save us a little bit of time. Just a little. Here's Scyther again. I like how that one had its eyes closed. Very cool. Alright! Try this again. Perfect! Screw you too, game. Are we having fun? Are we having fun? That's the question. The community question. Or are we having fun? Well, now that I have a working controller, which actually does not feel like it has Joy-Con drift at all, I would say yes, I am having just a tad more fun. By the way, I'm not gonna do Terra Raids. I'm not doing that. That takes too long, and that's slightly cheating. Slightly. Oh, we got Persian. By the way, we're not counting forms from other regions. So, no Alolan forms, no Paldean forms, Hisuian, none of that. Just the classic Kanto lineup. Ooh, I like the purple sky. It's pretty. Persian's been added. Let's find some more. Trying to remember all the different Pokemon that show up in this game. Oh, oh, not Mew. No Peekabloos in Red and Blue. So, not Mew. I was thinking about it at one point, but then it's like, wait, that's a Johto Pokemon. What am I doing? So, trying to remember. Pikachu's one, but I think I went a little too far from where Pikachu can spawn. Pikachu and Eevee. So, let's go over here. Oh, I got Arcanine. That's, what did I hit? Nice. I'm surprised Arcanine's not charging at me right now. Oh, he turned. Oh, he's a small one. That's cute. Can we catch it without it destroying my Bailey? That'd be nice. Darn it. Chicory was able to avoid it though. Because he loves me that much. Nice, we got the crit cap. And Arcanine is caught! That's a good one. Now I could, in theory, evolve a Pokemon. If I need to, but that's more effort than I probably want to put in. So, I'm probably not going to do that. We'll see what happens, but my guess is that I'm gonna lean away from doing that. Eevee can show up around here, but it's a pretty rare spawn, so I might want to look for something else. I kind of want to look for Pikachu, but that's not guaranteed that I'm gonna find it. Eventually, I'm gonna get far enough that I find Golduck, so I can always catch that. No. There's no Kanto Pokemon only there. There's no Kanto Pokemon there. Only Paldean. Only Charcadet. Oh, Mankey! Good old Mankey. I'm probably gonna see you later. Which, thinking about it, I think I'm gonna have to avoid certain captures. So I'm trying to get as many Pokemon as I can. Lose damage, you brat. Every time you swipe at me. Which is great because I have to wait for the dialogue to go away. Super cool. Try Great Ball again. There we go. Captured. You gotta keep moving now. It's gonna be interesting trying to think about all this in the long run. And yes, that's vague of me to say, and probably something I could have kept to myself in hindsight. But whatever. I'm just gonna say whatever comes to mind and consider my choices later. I just want to be able to make a dent in this game, especially after how long I had to take just to find a capable controller. I could go back and show you exactly what the controls inputs were for the first Pro-Controller I tried to plug in. I could, but it would defeat the purpose because you already know how bad Joy-Con drift is. My gosh, was my Pro-Controller doing it to a next level. Again, just impossible to play. Not fun at all. Now there is a Haunter I could get. A mandatory Haunter, or static encounter Haunter. So I guess I could go do that. Again, I'm not gonna fly anywhere, and I'm certainly not gonna warp anywhere. Just gotta run and climb like the good old base game. Oh, there's Jolteon. Okay. It's not really a Terra Raid, it's just a terrestrial Pokemon. What's the difference? The good news about this, and maybe I might want to take advantage of this type of thing, is that I can use an attack. It will not defeat the Pokemon because it only goes down to the red when it loses its terrestrial type. So, super good for me. However, if Jolteon gets hurt by the rocky helmet before I catch it, then it's null and void once it faints. So I could, in theory, just look for the other evolutions and just capture them. But only the first three. Jolteon, Flareon, and I almost said Espeon. Good job, Brenton. And Vaporeon, of course! The water vap that everyone won't shut up about at some point. I think I need to go up here. I'm guessing, I'm hoping. Either that or I passed the point I was supposed to go, yeah. Yeah, it's over there. Oh, I said no flying. Old habits die hard. Very, very hard. No, 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 get up, you silly. Now, where's the Haunter? Does it only show up at night because F me? There's supposed to be a Haunter here, but I guess it just is sleeping. Fine. I don't mind. I can't have time to mind. So I'm not sure there's really anything else over here that's gonna be worth looking for. So off to the desert, although I'm really not sure there's any Kanto Pokemon I can think of around here. There's a lot of different Pokemon, just not Kanto. Certainly no Sandshrew. Oh my gosh. Will you leave me alone? Is that an option? Please and thank you. Alright, off I go. Look around, try to think as I'm doing this, but no Kanto Pokemon come to mind in the desert biome. By the way, let me know if I miss any shiny Pokemon, because that would be hilarious. Not the Paldean Tauros. We can get the Tauros at Blueberry Academy because they're Kantoian, but no Paldean Tauros. Aha, Grimer. Plus, there's a Ditto somewhere. It's kind of cheating, but I can just check. You know what? I'm not gonna do that. Maybe at the very end if I have time, but I don't want to just look at the Pokemon and see which ones are Ditto. Also, that's a Rotom, so I guess I'm just wrong entirely. I'm gonna check... Are there two of them? I'm gonna check both of them. Kind of a little wild to see two different Rotom. Oh, that one's real. But another Kanto Pokemon. What about you? That one's also real. We've got Meowth over here. You can catch that. Now we'll conclude the Meowth line. If I catch it. By the way, see what happens. Switch in Ultra Ball because I got plenty of these things. There we go. Crit capture. And caught. I'm not gonna waste my time trying to see which of these Pokemon could be Ditto. I'm just getting what I can feasibly find, while maybe checking the Rotoms, maybe. And move on. I tried to fly there, but it already hit the ground. Whoa, Kilowattrol! Popping in like that. Maybe give me warning next time. One of the things I'm trying to think about is what other water Pokemon besides Magikarp are there? Feebas can be found at Kitakami. But Feebas isn't a Kanto Pokemon. Alright, Printing, good job. Here's a Slowpoke he almost passed. That's a Kanto Pokemon. Go get that. Ay. I don't know where that came from. Slowpoke was caught. Hooray! I could have pressed B. I didn't, but I coulda. What's over at Laggy Land? I did see Slowbro. It's gone now. So, good job, me. You know what? Let's give it a love tap. See what happens. Ooh, just enough. Good job, Chicory. Thank you for not getting a crit that time. Golduck captured! Nice! Now I can find Slowbro, Gyarados. Spacing on the other ones. Let's see. Let's see what I can find. Try not to go into the lake if possible. All the frames will drop at once. I got Scyther, so I don't need to worry about that. I suppose if I caught another Slowpoke. Okay, I don't want to use stones, just because I could keep those for when I actually need them. It's a little selfish, but at the same time, also, it just takes a while to evolve a Pokemon, so I don't feel like that's the best choice. Now, there should be a Vaporeon around here. Heck, there could be a Dragonite. Oops. No, I tried. I tried to avoid the Croagunk. Didn't work very well, as you can tell. Vaporeon? Vaporeon! Yeah! It's going well, by the way. I'm absolutely able to lock onto it. Just get over here. Get over here. Once again, it is a Terra type. All I need to do is use my best move. Have it stutter, what? And then I'll capture it! Plus Chicory could use some health anyways. There we go, almost good as new. Yes, I could take Chicory, the Bayleaf, to a Pokemon Center, but that would also take time. I'm over 30 minutes now. Uh-oh. That's not great. Try again. There's really not much I could do here. Either I capture it or it's... or I don't. It's not like I'm trying to catch a legendary right now. There we go. Just needed that RNG to go in my favor. Which is less than I can say for finding Frigibax in ZA. Moving past that, because I never want to talk about Frigibax ever again in that game. Let's get up to the mountains. If I find a Slowbro, I'll try to see if I can get it, but I should probably not even bother, honestly. Oh, I definitely went the wrong way. Climb. Perfect. I'm not sure there's any Pokemon around here I can get. Toadschool doesn't count. We got Tentacool and Tentacool at Blueberry Academy, but I'm already running out of so much time. So, if I'm gonna get over to those locations, I need to do it very soon. Like, kinda now. But I'm gonna give myself a chance to see if I can find anything else. It's probably not a great idea, but it's my idea, not yours, so take that. Gum. There are Dratini and Dragonair towards this area of the mountains. And Dragonite. 3 of them, in fact, that I can try to get to. Trying to capture them's a whole different situation, can of worms. But I can at least try. Oh dear. Once again, going super uber well right now. Maybe I should just be using a Kanto Pokemon this entire time. Bayleaf's not a Kanto Pokemon. Heck, Bayleaf's not even a Paldean Pokemon. Obviously. It'd be more natural to see Bayleaf in ZA than in this game. But I've kind of already started, so I think I'm just gonna have to take that L and move on. Jeez. Once again, give a guy a warning. Oh, it's taking so long to get to the dragon area. I don't think I thought this through, I'll be honest. There's Golduck over there. I was trying to see if there was maybe a Gyarados. There certainly is not. Kinda wish I did warp. This is really killing time right now. What? Okay, I got stuck. I could not move. Which is kind of hilarious. Well, at least I'm down here. I caught Meowth and, well, that was nice lighting. And Persian, so I don't know what else I would find in this vicinity, this location. I'll keep an eye out. Just kind of trying to think through my head what my best options are. Getting a Dratini or any of those Pokemon would be a huge step up. I'm also kind of trying to think if there's anything in areas. Yeah, I'll just call it Area 0. Jeez, almost ran into Fletchinder. Can't recall any Pokemon in Area 0, so hold on. No, I don't think that's a shiny. I hope that's not a shiny. Back to Glacial Mountain. Can get to a point where we're a little closer to where the dragons are. Maybe. I'm going in a circle, aren't I? Yeah. Yeah. I'm definitely going in the circle. That's not great. You know what? Screw it. We're going to a different location. I'm spending way too much time here. Let's go. Here's Dragonite. I'll just throw a Pokeball through the airplane window. It'll totally work. Here we go again. Already kind of trying to think of some of the areas. First thing I'm thinking is, well, that Vulpix is with the trainers, so that's not a wild one. There is a Vulpix over around here, though. Either that or that's Growlithe. I can't really remember. Is that a Noibat? I mean, it is night, so it wouldn't be that surprising, I guess, but I don't remember Noibat showing up here. There's a Vulpix. It is a fire type, so maybe don't use my grass type against it. But I'm sure it'll be fine. I can find Pikachu in Paldea. Whoops, wrong one. I can find Pikachu in Kiakami, the Timeless Woods. Oh, that is Noibat. Silly man. There we go. Finally another Pokemon. That took far too long. I was banking way too much on trying to find Dratini, and I was doing that incorrectly. Off to the mountains, hurry! Probably gonna have to spend less time in Kitakami than I would've. There might have been a little bit of Joy-Con drift there, but not enough where it was truly affecting my movement. So I'm sure there's a Kanto Pokemon here. I thought it was Geodude. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Geodude. Let's see. It'll be the first time I've remembered something wrong. Coughing's here. I can get coughing. So, I'm gonna need to make time to get to coughing. Oh, Clefairy! Well, hello there. Did I luck out or what? I still need to catch it, but I was still kind of lucky. Nice! Crit capture! Let's go! I needed that. Oh, there's Growlithe. I guess we'll go for that. Try to anyways. I'm not gonna waste too much time on this one. If he faints, he faints. Alright. We're good right now, although he attacked me directly, which means, yep, Rocky Helmet. This Ultra Ball has to work. We got the crit capture. Boom. Growlithe line complete. Nice. Now hurry up. I'm running out of time. Is that Geodude? Sure is. Go get him. After that, I could go after Coughing, see if maybe I could try to find Pikachu, and then that'll probably be it for Kiakami. I think that's the best way of doing it. I know I can find Coughing. I'm not worried about that at all. Oh good, this one's only level 20. Just use a Great Ball on it, and that should work. I'm glad I can finally play the game. Jeez. Yeah, I'm just learning an hour is not nearly enough time. Always awesome when that happens. Trying to figure out. No. Jump off. Glide. Yeah, that didn't work. No, stop sliding. Glide. It's gonna be over here. But you always find coughing at the very center, so that might be a time saver there. So I need to go over this entire mountain to make it to Timeless Woods. So Dust Skull, Hound Hour. Alright, made it. Where is coughing? There's one. Now we'll try for Pikachu, but I've got only 10 minutes left. Well, this one's gonna be especially strong. Nice! And Wondermane, the shiny Fluttermane, gets more experience points. Can't be upset at that. You don't need to worry about Feebas because that's not a Kanto Pokemon. Come on, Brenton, get a grip. But I do want to try to see if I can get Pikachu. It's gonna be over here. Gonna take me a little bit of time to get to it. Could also try to go for Gyarados. Unfortunately, all they got Vulpix. I didn't know they would show up around here. There's another Geodude. Great. Wonderful. Don't need that right now, though. Thanks anyways. Oh, Frame, stay with me. There is a Snorlax I could also get. And you know what? I might try for that. Pikachu! Early, Grimmsnow! I'm busy. Oh, it's a female. Nice. Body Slam. Maybe we can paralyze it. Or defeat it. That's not what you were supposed to do, Chicory. You wanna run through that one again? Maybe? Alright, there's a male one. Maybe don't squish it into a pancake this time. I know I asked you to do that, but I really thought Pikachu at level 71 was gonna be able to take that attack. Silly me for thinking that. Silly me. And Fluttermane is now level 60. Why am I not using rare candies to level it up? Sharp, that's why. Do things at my own pace. Okay, this is a one shot, and I have to actually be able to find it in order to go through with this. Nope, that's not Snorlax. Oh, I don't like this. I thought he was over here, but I'm wrong. I was in this area earlier. Yeah, I don't think I know where Snorlax actually is. I'll look over here briefly. Just to see. No, I feel like I'm already going into a circle, so that's not great. Come on, muscle memory, help me. I don't have time for this. I'm back here again. Alright. I have to give up on that. I have no time. Like 5 minutes. Maybe 10. Maybe I'll be gracious and give myself 10. But anything that I catch after the 1 hour time limit is over, I'm not counting. We got plenty of Kanto Pokemon here. Why did I not come here first? Why did I not come here first? Or sooner. Not so much first, sooner. Rhyhorn, execute. Kinda cool. Venonat. I forgot Venonat was in this game for the dumbest of reasons. Can't even explain that one. I'm sure if I did this again, I could probably do better if I took the other path. And Charmander! I see Charmander, look, it's over there! It's behind my head somewhere. Get over there. Get. Now, it's gonna be probably a little hard to capture though, since I'm not gonna be able to lay maybe any attacks on it. Yeah. Ow! It did so much damage and Chicory's burned. Great. Maybe that's a good thing. I don't know why I said that out loud. Duo's here too! Oh, I screwed up big time! Well, at least someone's not playing Legend ZA, so I applaud that. Gonna have to capture the Charmander. Now! No. Wild Charmander can't be found in the wild. It is a Kanto Pokemon. Doesn't matter. Chicory fainted. Well, now you get to see a different Pokemon, so that's nice. I'm gonna pick one that won't get burned. Wisp! The Zooey region! Ethan, capture this thing. Intimidate it! Intimidate Charmander with your size. Well, Charmander's not intimidated. I don't have time for this. I'll try Flame Charge, but this is probably not gonna work. It's probably gonna defeat it. There it goes. Should not have tried that. Rip the dream. Yeah, I didn't think this one through. This was not a good first round. And I did say round. So, stay tuned. Okay, Venonat caught. Great. Go find Doduo. Tauros. I guess Dodrio's fine too. A little more difficult to capture though. There's still Duo. Gosh dang it. Disarming voice. Alright, that helps. Oh, he's gonna use Thrash, huh? It's gonna cause confusion soon. Once again, a good and a bad situation for me. throwing Ultra Balls. Just keep trying. Dildrio was caught. Okay, we need to go. I'd like to get the tools. Oops. That doesn't help. There's so many Kanto Pokemon here, I completely... No! If I didn't want to get the Deerling the first time I ran into it, why would I want to run back and throw a Pokeball at this time? What would be different? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Well, I'm past the point I said I was gonna stop. I'm gonna check all of the footage up to the point I press the home button and measure how much time that is. But I guess I could try to go for one more. And since I'm here, whee! I can soar! I'm finally giving me the liberty to do that. It's not really helping me go much more faster, I'll be honest. I want to see if maybe a Tentacool can count as the last encounter. Tentacool, not Tentacool. I don't have time for this. Here we go. And there we go. So I'm gonna stop here. And I will see how much time in total elapsed. Doesn't matter if I was dealing with Joy-Con drift. Doesn't matter how much I cut out of the actual video, since I have to combine all these parts together and waste everyone's time regardless. I am just going to look it all up in OBS, and I will catch you in a flash once I know the answer. Alright, so I've got the verdict. After scoping this entire thing out while cutting out everything that wasn't gameplay, not only did I not catch the Tentacool in time, I didn't even catch the Tauros in time. Actually, one's over here. So, Tauros is in the Pokeball. But, yeah, no, that one doesn't count. That was over the 1 minute limit. That does not count. So let's see what I did. It wasn't an entire 25 Pokemon. I'm gonna have to release these two because they do not count. Oops. So because I'm bad at math, I'm gonna count backwards. So 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, obviously. So 23 Kanto Pokemon. Absolutely could have done better. Absolutely could have done better. But you know what? Tomorrow is another day. And we'll just have to see what it brings. Until then, and until my next episodes, this has been Wii2PLAY, and I hope you enjoy your day. Take care out there, and I will catch ya later.